situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Giants. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Open man right side is Tony. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Pass is caught by Rondale Robinson. And he will have a Giants first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. The Giants at 7 and 8 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Got a man, Slayton. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. I always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now a play fake at Stafford. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
11.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3 and out, something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's got room. he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor.
His 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Colts have moved out in front.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing. And that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he could make anything happen.
And his top speed, as computed by next-gen stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones.
And the Giants are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Hey, smash Bronco! Bronco lead!
After the interception, here's Taylor.
As this complete to Daniel Bellinger.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4, so 2nd and 6 forthcoming.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
21.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Here we go, here we go.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They'll go to Barkley again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
There's another example that playing football isn't strictly being physical. You got to think as well. Nice job reading his keys by the linebacker and going out in the open space when they dumped it to the back. He was able to make the play and stop him short of the goal line.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll run for it with Barkley. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one.
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here. A long way to go.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. 2nd and 6. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Stafford. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Looking for Campbell downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. 10. 5. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They go play action now. Taylor. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yards for a 1st down.
This time they stay on the ground. Able to slither by. They find some open field here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
On 1st down at Stafford.
Eyes the crossing route, and he finds Pittman. He'll get it inside the 20.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. From the red zone now, Stafford. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford.
Look at end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
A great effort there as the 1st half is winding down.
And the Colts would extend their lead here just before halftime.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. From the 10.
Nine seconds to play, likely the final snap of the 1st half as it's 1st and 10.
Check Comcast, check Comcast.
And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
Ready? Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Second down, here's an option right. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that 1st half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the 2nd half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Throwing is Stafford. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. That ball caught by Campbell. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 77 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now it's Stafford. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Malik McDowell able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. On 2nd and goal. Stafford looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. They snap it to Stafford. Touchdown! Alec Pierce. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold it to just a yard.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the third time. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run once more with Taylor. Shifts free at the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Colts get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Here we go.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Now a toss right to Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously... And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Here we go.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Up the middle with Barkley. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now Austin. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
138 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Again, it's Taylor.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year.
And the Colts are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor.
A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And Lambeau will put this one through.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
One, Omaha. Lock.
On the jet sweep, it's Robinson.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On third down, Barkley hit and the ball pops free.
And the Colts pick it up. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Indianapolis,
they run their record to 13-3 now on the year.